Dad had a buddy that played disc golf, and Dad went out and played disc golf once, and he enjoyed it. He said Jake would love this, and then next time he took me out, and I loved it just like he thought. And from the very beginning, I was throwing run-up sidearms as hard as I can, going like 250 feet at like 10 years old, and I've always wanted to be a professional disc golfer. My life is amazing. I love it. I'm super grateful to be able to do what I do every single day. I don't have bad days, so it's awesome. I have 4 approach putters in my bag. I throw the Prototype Slammer. This is super beat up. I use this for almost all my approach shots inside 250 feet if I'm in the open, or even sidearms through the woods or whatever. This is my main approach disc. If I need to throw a little bit harder sidearm, I'm going to the Savior. This is basically a sidearm only disc for me. It's whenever I need to shape shots in the woods or need to really move right on a sidearm. My 2 backhand putters in the bag are the Hope. This is for everything straight, hyzer flip to straight. I can throw this a little bit farther than all my other putters, up to 370, 380 if I wanted to, even farther sometimes. This is on the understable side, and then on the overstable side of my throwing putters this is a VIP Shield. This is a pretty overstable approach putter. Use this when it gets a little windy and goes a little bit farther than my slammer, so I can really trust this one. Onto the mids, and first up we got the Opto Ice Moonshine Fuse. I love this thing for straight shots in the woods, to power down on it and just get it to go dead straight. Love that disc. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we got the Soft Macy Valley Diaz Soft Justice. This thing is awesome. Throw it for all my sidearm approaches that go a little bit farther than that Savior. So like 220 to 275, even 300 feet, I'll throw this Soft Justice. Love this thing. You can watch me throw it a whole bunch at the KC Wide Open last week. On to my 2 favorite mids in the bag. This is my beat up Goldline Anchor. I love this disc. This is the disc that made me go create my tour series, the Jake Hebenheimer Color Glow Anchor. You can go check this out on Ozark Mountain Discs. Love this thing. Super stable, reliable, mid-range. I throw it for a lot of my upshots. Do really love this thing, and it glows like crazy. So get out there and enjoy some glow rounds this summer with the Jake Hebenheimer Anchor. So my love for nature came at a very early age. I had a very outdoorsy family. My grandpa, my pawpaw, was a semi-professional fisherman. Hunting with my grandpa was something I look forward to every year. Turkey hunting, deer hunting, rabbit hunting. Spending as much time outdoors with my grandpa and family as I could at a young age. Fairway drivers. Start off with my Explorers. All 3 of these Explorers came directly from Emerson Keith, 2 of them straight out of his bag. If these look familiar, it's because he was throwing these for a long time before I was. This thing is my beat up Gold X Emerson Keith Explorer. Hyzer flips through the woods. This is awesome for shaping shots. Love toning down on it and just getting to fly dead straight. Awesome disc. And then step up from that is another Emerson Keith Goldline Explorer, straight from Emerson himself. This one's on a little bit more stable side. I can really hit this hard and it is just going to go dead straight for a long time. Love this disc, super awesome. And then on the little bit more stable side, we got the Opto X Emerson Keith Explorer. It's been in his bag for probably 4 years, been in my bag this year. Still super overstable, still holding true. I can hit it on hyzer, it'll go straight and then go left. Super reliable Explorer. On the flippier side, we have a Lucid X Maverick. I throw this for a lot of rollers and just like really toned down hyzer flips in the woods when I really need to control something and get that hyzer flip angle. And then sidearm and my overstable are the Felon. I have 3 different X Felons. I have a Lucid X Eric Oakley Felon 2020 series. Love this thing this is like my middle guy. This is the one I use for most of my sidearms. Just a good stable, good overstable fairway driver. Can just control it in the wind. I can just trust this disc a lot. On the more overstable side, we have the Ricky Wysocki, the Ice Felons. These things are extremely overstable. I can hit this on any angle and know it's always going to get to that hyzer angle. Wind doesn't affect it. It's just super overstable. I can't throw it too far. 320 feet. It's about the max for this disc, and love this disc when it gets a little bit windier. And then on the little bit more understable side, we have the Fusion X Felon. This guy I can just tone down on the sidearm a little bit more, get it to go a little straighter. Can play with the angle a little bit more with this and make it ride out that angle for a little bit longer than those other 2. Love this guy in the woods, throwing forehand rollers, all around good disc. And then I have 2 honors in the bag. The Tristan Tanner Tour Series is a little bit straighter. Can get this to ride straight or even come over on me a little bit. And this is just a little bit less stable than this one, which is a meat hook. I can throw this hard, flat, and know it's always going left. Use this one a little bit more in the wind. Snakes, I started loving snakes at a really young age as well. The thing I'm most passionate about besides disc golf is snakes. Whenever I was 4 years old, I was at my papa's house and he was mowing the yard, and I found a garter snake while he was mowing the yard, and I grabbed it at 4 years old, and it bit my shirt, and I brought up my snake biting my shirt to my grandpa, which was terrified of snakes, and something about that moment just stuck, and I've been super intrigued about them. I know as much about snakes as probably more about snakes than just about anybody in disc golf besides Andrew and Sarah Gilpin. And then one day I hope to, whenever I'm done throwing frisbees and my body can't take it anymore, I hope to follow my passion of snakes and go field researching in all parts of the world, looking for species I've never seen before. So. And then onto the drivers. I carry one Burst Enforcer. This disc reminds me a lot of like an end of a Halo Wraith. Very stable and straight. Doesn't like to go left and right too much. Just likes to hold a true straight line. Love this for whenever my rides are a little bit too much and I just need to get the disc to fly straight through the woods or just stay in bounds. And then I have the Orbit Grace. I use this guy for a lot of my sidearms. My sidearm is a little bit slower than my backhand, so I have to go a little bit less stable. I also use it for hyzer flips through the woods or turnovers that I need to hold the whole way. Love this disc. And then on to my rives. I have 4 rives in the bag. I got 2 of these peach rives. This is super flippy. I use this for all my sidearms, or not. I use it for a lot of my sidearms. Hyzer flips through the woods. Yeah, I love this disc. It's also my backhand roller disc. If you see me throwing a roller, it's probably with the orange drive. It's probably this one. Then the step up from that is this guy, Red Stamp. He's a little bit more stable. I can throw this one on backhand and it will go very straight, maybe turn over on me a little bit. Throw this for like a lot of my sidearms that I need to be a little bit more stable and consistent. And then on to the new Tour Series, the Silverlat Tour Series Orbit Rives. These things are amazing. They are overstable. They can handle any power that I give it, and they will not turn over. They are just super reliable. I can hit them as hard as I can. I never worry. Thank you, Latitude. This disc is amazing. I have two of those. One is the straighter, more beat up version, and then if the more stable version is the pink guy. And then the other two discs in my bag are for when it gets really windy. The Albert Tam Ballista Pro super stable disc, can handle any type of headwind and it goes very far. I don't break this disc out too often, but when I do, I can really trust it and don't have to worry about it turning over or going somewhere I don't think it's going to. And then on the crazy side, utility side of the spectrum are the World's Stilettos from last year. These things have a little bit of a bubble top on them. You can hear the heartbeat in them, and they are extremely overstable. I can hit this on over angle as hard as I can in any wind, and I know it's gonna come out no matter what. This disc is awesome. It loves to get to that vertical angle whenever I throw it on hyzer or backhand, so if I need something to drop fast, throw on this. Besides discs in the bag, can't go wrong with my chalk bag. I don't know what I'd do without this thing. I am an addict to chalk on the course. The first disc that took a long time. First disc I don't know, but the first disc that I ever had was a beat up DX Stingray, and I had that for a very long time until one day I broke it on hole 1 at my home course, Joseph C. Miller in Jefferson City, and I think I still have that broken Stingray somewhere in my house. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys out there.